I don't even know why he's talking to me how to do anything, but all right, here we go.
Hey Mitch, last week you talked about focusing on your growth, things that you can do better. You kept saying you're not perfect, but you're working to be.
Mm-hmm.
Give me something that you did better today than you did last week.
Yeah, I think just managing the game a little bit better. Some situations where, clockwork and just get everybody set and lined up, and that really starts with me. And I thought I did a better job. There was one or two mistakes I made out there still. They're good mistakes that happen for our team to see. It was kind of like overall, hadn't really practiced that before, so it was good for us to see it and get it on film and be able to correct it. But yeah, I think it did a better job of that. Still, obviously, room to grow.
Do you feel less pressure on you as a quarterback when your running game is not productive?
I mean, yeah, after the first quarter, I was like, I might throw for 25 yards today. I just kept handing the ball off, and that's cool. If that's going to win the game, I'm more than fine with that. But I just kept, I think we went through 2 or 3 drives. I was like, I don't think we've called a drop back pass yet. So I was like, hey, they're going to sit. And we knew that was an option. Coming to the game, they sit in their 3 safety look, and really they only had a 5-man box, and with our run being 6 guys in the box, and sometimes they brought a 6-man. Rarely did they bring a 7th man in the box. So, like I said, football's a numbers game, and they gave us some good numbers to run the ball, and obviously offensive line played their tails off, backs ran their tails off, and receivers did a good job blocking too. So, it was did not have to do much today. Just hand the ball off.
Did you spend 2 hours thinking about the 3rd and 7 play that you all were going to go
Oh
through?
my gosh, yeah, that was horrible. I'm just thinking about any I kept calling Coach R on the phone, and we're just talking about possible play call. And I think 5 different play calls we were gonna run. He's like, we're running this, and then 10's like, we're gonna run that. So just thinking about all the possible scenarios and plays that we could have got. I hated it, and that's why I never liked it on the first play of the game. So you just think and sit about all the possible scenarios that you got there and overthink. And I told him just to surprise me, and he's like, all right. So we went out there, called a play, we ran it, and personally, I think they missed a PI, but whatever. That's not my decision to make. But I thought executed it well, and I don't. If he doesn't get out, I think Keyshawn makes that catch. Couldn't get his other hand up, so Keyshawn's got sure hands. So whatever, it is what it is.
The play right before the break, it seems like Taylor played some pretty good defense to prevent an interception. How big was that to escape that mistake?
Yeah, it was big. It was big. He kind of gave us a little different look than what we've seen. Kind of jumped outside right when I was getting ready to throw it. And some teams will do that with versus what we do. So it was good to see that and know the rest of the game. The ball's going to be in a different spot. And I think we hit another one to Jamal on the opposite end, so they called a PI. But it was good to see that, get that knowledge of how they're going to play that certain route. And that's not really something they'd done before. So it was good to see it. Obviously, our receivers are taught to play corner and receiver at the same time. They did a good job breaking it up. And yeah, glad I did that.
Mitch, last week the running back room was struggling on the ground. How rewarding was it to see that group break through today?
Yeah, and last week I don't think they struggled. I think last week they put 7 in the box, which makes you pull the ball in football, and that's numbers game. So I think I think we still almost ran for 100 yards last week versus a team that was 7 in the box the entire game. And that's hard to do, running the ball when they have an extra guy in there. But again, they played their tails off today. And like Damon said, that starts with Justice getting those guys ready. He's devastated he can't go. He's heartbroken. And we were heartbroken for him because he's a warrior. So just his attitude throughout the whole week, knowing he wasn't going to go out there, you would have thought that he was still playing with how he was active at practice and getting those guys ready and just being in their ear and encouraging them. And he's such a good leader. So, obviously credit to those guys, but also got credit to Justice for being such an awesome guy.
What was the key to completing so many 3rd and longs today? It seems like that really kept a lot of drives together today for you guys.
Yeah, obviously some great protection from the offensive line. Took a sack that was on me, and they kind of showed something. Again, they showed something on film, like I got to adjust that, whatever. But great protection up front. Really had all day to throw, and guys getting open, running their routes, being in the spots they need to be, making good decisions with their routes. And again, there's some plays where the guys just got wide open, and that's on the O-line protecting and the wides getting open. So again, made my job very easy today, just sitting in there and just delivering the ball and being a distributor. So.
On your throw to Banks for the touchdown, it looked like one of the best throws you've ever made. Would you agree with that, or is that just one of a number?
I'll be honest, I didn't really have a great look at it because when I threw it, I'm obviously not the tallest guy in the room. So when sometimes after I throw a ball, our tackles will back in, not back into me, but they'll set. So I go to throw it, they're right between me and the receiver. And I heard it. I knew he caught it because they cheered. I did not see where it landed and how he caught it, so I have not seen it yet. But thank you. I appreciate it. I'll take your word for it, and I'll say, yeah, that was a great throw.
Great.
Appreciate it. I'll take your word for it.
And one other thing, it looked like you were doing more of the delayed RPO than last week.
Yeah.
Was that pronounced? Was that intentional, or was that nothing planned?
just, again, always going back to numbers. They were giving me time to walk that ball up with the defense they were running, so I was allowed me to make some good decisions. And they mixed it up too. They brought some guys in the box quick, so yeah, allowed me to make some good decisions. The O-line again did a great job protecting. Receivers ran great routes downfield, and I think we hit some big explosive plays on the RPO today, which was awesome. Obviously, a big staple in our offense, so it's good to see that happen. Some contested catches too on the RPO, which was sweet. So I think really that starts the guys up front protecting, the backs picking up their guy, receivers get open. So again, I didn't do much today. I just did my job, and those guys made all the plays. So.
On those delayed handoffs, when you hand the ball off and then tap the receiver, tap the running back on the back, is that basically saying you can go now, or is that something else?
At times, it's kind of like, hey, I'm letting you know, hey, and it's really just habit. I just, I kind of, once I give it, and obviously they know they have the ball, but I'm kind of putting my hand on their back to let them know, hey, like, I'm not giving you the ball anymore. And that's no secret, if free safety's like in my right hand when I tap him, he's too late to tackle it, so I'm not giving away any secrets here. But, kind of just let him know he's got it, but the ball's already in his hands. So just a habit, to be honest, probably got to break it.
Okay, so good. All right. Thanks, Mitch.
Doing anything